and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberland.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. The playbook is wide open for an offense partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the... Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Here we go. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Burrow from his own end zone. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Ready? Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Throwing now, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. The Bengals at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, and I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that when he was talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed, what did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll give it to Mixon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They begin the drive with Williams. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, Burrow. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Here's Thomas on the return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gutton getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Back to Mixon on first down.
To about the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 35 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Powers through him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Mixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more pressure.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. He stiff arms him.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Shaquille Barrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career, hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again, it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 31, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now Burrow.
On the move to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing, Burrow, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You get the home crowd carried in overtime.
I do see some fans though holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo, and it was the Jets coming away victorious there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we?
All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around.
And he stopped immediately there. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Second and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So third down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less. Because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams. But I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They go back to the ground with Williams.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here, and no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, he really threw the ball well, didn't he? Well over 300 yards passing, hit on 3 touchdown passes, and he's delivering the ball in rhythm all game long.
So for Kansas City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers.